Austin Bomber. Austin Bomber. Ay, ay, ay. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Please don't tell me that's true. Ineos, car park now. Car park now.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. You must be thinking, what's going on here? Why is our brother Saeed so stressed, so frustrated, so angry? Well, let me tell you. First of all, before we delve into so many different news, let me take this away first of all. There's no need for that anymore. We've got a lot of different news. Kobbie Mainoo. I don't know what's going on, and I'm going to give you my verdict on it. We've got news in regards to Nkunku. We've got news in regards to Margihi. We've got news in regards to Nico Williams. Oh, madness is happening when you go winless in 4 and the transfer window is upon us. One of the best ways to get the fan base all excited and get the dopamine rushing through your blood, right? PR on transfer news is what really helps everyone out. You know, like the clubs, the hierarchies in the clubs, they know exactly how to play us like puppets, right? So before we delve into that, smash up the like button, guys. Absolutely annihilate the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. So what is this Austin Bomber? Well, let's have a quick look at the Austin Bomber first, and then we'll track back as to what has transpired throughout the day. What was the first bit of news? The first bit of news actually wasn't from Austin, but let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United will reluctantly consider sale of homegrown talents like Kobbie Mainoo plus Alejandro Garnacho to help comply with financial rules. Not actively looking to trade pair, but neither untouchable if suitable offers arrive. This is coming from David Ornstein. This is no joke. Man United seem to have some level of financial problems, and they will be looking to get rid of some of their homegrown players to make, pure profit. They're going through the same phase as we went through when our new owners took over. A whole heap of academy players needed to go to meet financial rules and regulations. They're going through that, but I never thought that they would consider selling Kobbie Mainoo. That is one of their most talented players. They should be building a team around them. I can understand Alejandro Garnacho, that he potentially might be in the market because he's not that great. He's a good player, but he's not that great. But Kobbie Mainoo is someone can be the brand for your football club. A pin-up boy that's coming up from your academy that the fan base can get behind. You're looking to sell them. So look, not surprised in the sense that they're probably trying to copy our model. We've let go a lot of our academy players, Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, so on and so forth, Ian Martin, and many more. So maybe that's the process. Now, why is this linked to us? Well, earlier on today, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all started. It started from this guy named Chris Wheeler. Let's have a look who this guy is. Football writer for the Daily Mail. Apparently quite a reliable source, especially when it comes to Man United news. He said, Mail exclusive, Chelsea are leading the race to sign Kobbie Mainoo should he leave Manchester United. And that created a whole heap of hoo-ha in the fan base. Mainoo and Manchester United are far apart in the negotiations, with Mainoo wanting around 200,000 a week. United may decide it's better to cash in now or the summer, Chelsea leading the race. Chelsea leading the race. Chelsea leading the race. Chelsea hold Mainoo in high regard at Stamford Bridge and is on the list of possible transfer targets, but it is no more than that right now. Coming from Simon Johnson as well. And there's many other Chelsea sources that have come out and said that it's true. We are interested in Kobbie Mainoo. I'm going to get to my opinion very, very soon. Check this out. Cole Palmer likes a post about Mainoo to Chelsea. You know, when they start doing these sort of online shenanigans, yeah, it's looking long. It's looking long. The Secret Scout news today of Chelsea leading the chase for Kobbie Mainoo if he leaves Man United. Chelsea leading the race. Cole Palmer there liking it. Now, I think the next one is a different news. Nico Williams, that's another interesting one. Now, let's talk about this. Kobbie Mainoo, talented footballer. Don't get me wrong one bit. Absolutely talented youngster. 100% unnecessary. This is why where we are with this squad building, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we have this squad that has holes in the striker position, in defense, in goalkeeper. Midfield, we have Andre Santos. Tell me, how is Kobbie Mainoo levels ahead of Andre Santos? If anything, I think Andre Santos is leapfrog Kobbie Mainoo. Why we want to be leading the race to get Kobbie Mainoo? Why? As a free agent, because he's young. This is the thing. We need to stop, man. We talked about this in All You Can Eat Chelsea as well. If you have missed out on the episode, check that out. It's okay to get some young players, but to get the entire team as young players is not going to help us win anything. Young players can't learn from young players. In order to achieve success, in order to achieve big things, you need some level of experience. I don't know why there is this attitude, this disdain, like from our owners, from our directors, that we don't want to do with anyone more than 25, 26, 27. I know a lot of people say, well, Tossen's 27 and Nkunku's 20. No, I'm talking about bona fide champions at this level. Getting those players so that our young players can learn from them. Not getting mid-tier players that are 25, 26. Getting top players. We don't need Kobbie Mainoo, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need it. It's unnecessary. And I don't think it's going to happen. Even though there's so much PR going out there talking about that we are leading the race, supposedly, I think Kobbie Mainoo and his agent are using this situation to drive up a new contract with Man United to get the most out of it. Yeah, he's looking for 200k salary. Apparently, he's looking for 200k wages. This is one of the reports coming from Chris Wheeler. 200k. We don't do that. Especially for a young player. We're definitely not going to do that. He could potentially be using us as a mechanism to drive up his value with Man United. Then again, Man United might look at that and go, leave. We don't need this. Now, having said all of that, I won't be surprised if our directors do this and then end up selling Andre Santos. There is news out there. We're not getting back Andre Santos, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to get him back. He's staying at Strasbourg. There's legitimate news now there. I don't know why we're doing that. We need a player like Santos to come back and help us out this season, but we're not going to do that. Don't be surprised. Apparently, there are suitors for Andre Santos all across Europe. Don't be surprised if Andre Santos actually gets sold for a top amount of money, because there's plenty of suitors out there and we can make a profit out of Andre Santos and then go for someone like Kobbie Mainoo. Don't be surprised, because our board and our directors are quite capable of doing that. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, for me, utterly unnecessary. Utterly unnecessary. And for Man United fan base as well, they'd be devastated to let him go. Faz and I, we have a show together. We're going to catch up again this week. The Faz and Mish show. I've said to Faz, you're a feeder club. They would seriously become a feeder club if they start letting go of some of their talented youngsters that they should be building their team around. This isn't even like Alejandro Garnacho. I can understand. You want to get rid of him? I can understand that. He's not the levels. Kobbie Mainoo is a very good player. Once again, that's not our midfield don't need Kobbie Mainoo. We need physicality. We need players that are going to be able to do more. Andre Santos might not be the biggest player, but he gets stuck into tackles, duels. We need that type. We've got Kobbie Mainoo type of players. We've got Enzo Fernandez. We've got Caicedo. They're very good on the ball. Lavia. Unless we're thinking getting rid of Lavia as well. I don't know what the plan is. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. For me, absolute madness. You want to see another madness? Well, here you go. You want to stick around. There's a lot of mad news today. Nico Williams has host of suitors, Arsenal and Chelsea, high among them. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I like Nico Williams. I've seen enough of Nico Williams to say there's a talented superstar there. I know this season has not worked out for him at all, but I'm not taking nothing away from him. What I saw from him in the Euros, and I know a lot of people say, oh, but that's just a small sample. He came across some top teams, and he showed me quality that was incredible. He'll end up going to Barcelona. He wants to go to Barcelona. And he'll ball out in Barcelona. Whether Barcelona can do the deal, I don't know. They can't even seem to get Dani Olmo done, right? They can't even. And Dani Olmo is their player, and they can't even seem to register him. He can't play for Barcelona, and he's a Barcelona player. But I think that's where Nico Williams wants to go. On top of that, why this rumor is probably not correct is Nico Williams is demanding a lot of money. He's on good wages at Athletic Bilbao. He's demanding a lot more money here at Chelsea Football Club. He fits the bill, the project bill, young profile, exciting talent, can develop into a monster. But once again, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not going to operate in that vicinity where we're going to dish out 200K to players. We should be looking to do that for certain players. We should, but we're not going to do that, unfortunately. We should be looking at bringing in experienced players, champion players, and giving them good money so that they can mentor some of our young players. He doesn't fit that bill, but he fits the project bill of a young player. But where he doesn't fit is the wages. Astronomical wages is not something that Chelsea Football Club is going to do. Good player. I like him a lot. I know some of you guys probably won't rate him now because he's had an abysmal season. He's a top quality player. But once again, I don't think this is going to happen one bit. Even though it's coming from David Ornstein. Whatever happened to David Ornstein and his bombers like once a month and then he disappears? Now he's on a regular. Every 2 hours he's dropping something. Maybe he's also caught on to the fact that there's money to be made by dropping news. For me, I don't think Nico Williams is going to happen. I understand that we're looking for attackers, though, and that's exactly what Matt Law is going to talk about here. I think on this one. Yeah, let's look at this one. Breaking: Chelsea are considering attacking players in January window, and this is off the back of him saying Fabrizio mentions Mudryk and Nkunku as two situations to keep an eye on. They could be on the move. Breaking from Matt Law, it is thought that Nkunku is open to leaving Chelsea as soon as this month or in the summer. This is not a surprise. If I'm Nkunku, I'm leaving. For all parties, this is the best solution. For Nkunku, for Chelsea, Enzo Maresca doesn't trust him. Enzo Maresca doesn't look at him as a striker, even though he gets utilized as a striker. He's not a striker that Enzo Maresca wants at that level that Enzo wants. And he's not going to get the number 10 position because Cole Palmer is the number 10 of Chelsea Football Club. And there's João Felix as well. So Nkunku, he's not going to be happy with the Conference League matches. He needs Premier League matches. He wants Premier League matches. It's not going to happen. So I'm not going to be surprised if he leaves in this window. In fact, he should leave in this window. He really should. Now, this is not saying that this player is bad. This player is not bad. He's a very good player. He's a victim of the circumstance here at Chelsea Football Club. He's a victim where, once again, our directors, they've assembled a team which doesn't completely suit the manager. And the manager is not going to deviate away from his plans to accommodate someone like Nkunku. Looks like we're considering attacking players in January, and it's because also not only Nkunku, but Mudryk. Mudryk, I don't know what has happened with that B sample test. Where is that? How long does that take? It shouldn't be that long, but I think internally people know he's done. His Chelsea career is over. He's going to be suspended. He's going to be moved on. And that means Nkunku and Mudryk gone. We need an attacking player. Are we going to do that in January? We've already seen Mark Yu get opportunity up front as a striker in recent game against Crystal Palace when Nkunku wasn't favoured. Are we going to rely on the bench? We shall see. If both of them are to exit our football club in this window, we probably do need another attacking option to help us out. Several scouts from Chelsea and Liverpool have been watching Jamie Bynoe-Gittens. Is that how you pronounce it? Bynoe-Gittens. Now, I've seen a little bit of him for Dortmund. He's a talented player. He's talented. Once again, fits the project bill, young, probably not on high wages in Dortmund. He'll be happy with doubling that up at Chelsea Football Club. Got a lot of potential. He's a good player. He's a good player. But once again, another young kid. Another young kid. Do we not have enough young kids? But this is the player that we linked with. Very good player. I'm not really sure whether we should be going in that avenue, in that path of more young players at Chelsea Football Club. Next up, before we do that, let me know your thoughts on Gittens. I do think he's a good player. Got pace. Can finish. 1v1, good quality. He's doing really well for Dortmund. So let me know your thoughts. Next up, breaking. Chelsea are open to bids for Keenan Dewsbury Hall, Desasi and Nkunku. I mean, how embarrassing. How foolish. We are open for bids for Keenan Dewsbury Hall, you know. We bought him last summer. What was the plan? What was the plan if the plan was to sell him in January? This is what I keep saying. I think our owners, our directors, what we did here is we did a favor to Leicester. We created a business relationship with them. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. You've got problems financially from the, FSR point of view. I'll help you with your homegrown product. I'll give you good money. You give me money whenever I need to sell my homegrown products. I think that's what's happened because it's mad. Why did we get Dewsbury Hall? We're looking to get rid of him in January, 6 months after. Desasi, another one. Why did we get these type of defenders? And you sent Chalobah on loan. Nkunku. Yes, that might not be on the directors because that was done when Bowley was here and Christopher Favell. But even then, you knew Nkunku was there. Why weren't you thinking about building a team around him? Okay, he's been injured, sure. And maybe that's why the directors are like, nah, he's not someone that we got in, and he's someone who has been injured. We need to get rid. But this is poor building. Look at the level of business we're doing on a regular, ladies and gentlemen. On a regular, we're bringing in tons of players and getting rid of tons of players. We have to stop this. This is not a stock market. I said it last summer. We're treating our football club like a stock market. What's up? What's high? What's low? Let's make a quick buck out of it. Just in, Borussia Dortmund are interested in Kani Chukwuemeka. Another one. Not that long ago, we bought him. Yes, there's been an injury issue. Now we're looking to get rid of him. Buying young players to get rid of young players. Buying young players to get rid of young players. We're replacing young players with more young players. So I just don't think this is a good way to us fan base having an expectation of going for the Premier League title next season. Having a team that is capable of fighting for the Premier League title next season, you're not going to be able to do that with this level of recruitment. But look, here's another player that needs to go surplus to requirements, doesn't get any minutes. If Borussia Dortmund is interested, seems like we've got our eyes on Gittens as well. Maybe there could be something there coming from Plettigol when it comes to German news. Let's believe he's got the minerals. He's got the goods. Crystal Palace have no intention to lose Mark Guéhi in the January window. Let's see how Chelsea act because they also have other options at centre-back, or they could recall Chalobah. Now, this whole Mark Guéhi as well. Guys, we've got a bunch of mid-T, B-T defenders at Chelsea. This is the problem. None of the defenders we can rate. Now, those defenders don't also now need Guéhi to come in to help them out. Guéhi, for me, is also a B-rated defender. He's not an A-rated defender. It's B-tier defender. We need to go out there and get a top defender. Now, don't ask me who. I'm not a scout, but get a top defender, a boss defender that our young defenders can learn from. What's Guéhi going to teach our young defenders, man? What's he done? What's Guéhi done? He has flaws as well, man. He's not the perfect defender. We need a defender that is near perfect. Defense is a huge issue for us. In recent times, when the attack is not clicking, defense leaks goals, whether we are scoring a lot of goals or whether we're not. So defense is an issue always, consistently. A strong team with a strong defense can do greatness. No team has ever competed for the Premier League title, I'm not saying this season, next season, or the season after, with a weak defense. And we can't keep harboring young players to help out young players. It's not the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. But I know why we're going for Margihi, because we've got the 20% or whatever the clause is, buyback clause. So that's a discount that we're going to get for Margihi. There's that sentimental value that he's an ex-academy player, Chelsea academy player. And then there's that Chalobah situation where we could potentially sell Chalobah to Crystal Palace and get further discount on Gihi, discount on discount. It's not that we truly rate him. It's not that we think he's going to take us to the glory levels of winning trophies. No. It's because financially it works out nice. It's not going to work out like this, ladies and gentlemen, if we just keep thinking about from a financial standpoint. Yes, it's important. Yes, it's a business. We do need to think financially, but not on every case. You do need to worry about the football as well in order to win stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about, especially Kobbie Mainoo. What are your thoughts on that news? It's a bit of a madness. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live stream tomorrow, inshallah, God willing. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.